Good day, friends. Miloa here. Today, our adventure carries on with Yondershire Part 14. Let's go. We are looking for a little girl, hopefully lost somewhere in Tham, Amothir, but still okay.
Megovanen.
Miloa, I've spotted Periwinkle sneaking about, though she escapes my sight most often than not.
Mind my words, traveller.
It is fortunate that the half-orcs have not yet found Periwinkle, but I fear this will not last. A distraction is in order. Defeat the half-orcs. I'll return here with her. Okay. Just need to go back and talk to him. Periwinkle waits until she's certain she's caught your attention. Then extends a closed fist towards you. With a gleeful grin, she reveals a handful of shiny metal knickknacks. The objects are very old and warped beyond recognition, relics from a different time. I found these mathams in the ruins. Mr. Gildor said I was very lucky. He also said that what I did was very dangerous, and I have to apologize to you, so I'm sorry.
Megovanen.
Do not worry, Periwinkle. There may be others in the Shire who can teach you how to stay safe on your adventures. Gildor lowers his voice so as not to be heard by her. I suspect the half-orcs intended to melt down her mathams. There is little value to be found otherwise. We cannot stop them from combing through the ruins, but my heart is glad to see some artifacts have been saved from such a bleak fate. Thank you for your timely aid, Miloa. I'll escort Periwinkle back to Tyfield. Then I must take my leave. I still have a long journey to Lhungobel ahead of me. Okay, I have two more quests. The Potato Injustice and Unlucky Adventures. Let's see where they're at. Okay, the Unlucky Adventure is actually further along this way, so let's go do that one first. Reginald is nowhere to be found, but you spot dirt in the track. Examine footprints. Most of these footprints must have been made by goblins, but one set may have belonged to a hobbit. You find no signs of struggle. Perhaps it would be best to continue your investigation at Lhungobel to the north.
stay a moment.
Hail, Maloa! It feels like it was just yesterday that our paths crossed at Kelidul. Does it seem to you as well? Ever since the Battle of Rathtarag and Skorgrim's flight from Eredlune, Athel and I have continued our efforts to ease tensions between our kin. Our history is long and complicated, and it will take time before old wounds heal, but I hold hope that brighter days lie ahead. Alas, I have not come here on a happy errand. Goblins were spotted crossing the River Lune into the ruins of Lhungobel, and it is possible they mean to interfere in the affairs of the Shire. In addition, we have captured Dourhand, but he bears no weapon against us and begs our aid. What do you say, my friend? Will you speak to this Dourhand and aid us in ridding the Shire of these goblins?
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
Athel. It is good to see you, Maloa. I only wish it were under better circumstances. You see, Aberthel and I were mistaken. This Dourhand Erfith tells me that he and his kin fled Eredlune under the cover of night a few days ago. If the goblins have an ill intentions for the Shire, it appears that is secondary to their true task, to capture and retrieve deserters. But retrieve them and bring them where? The Dourhands were routed at Rathtarag, were they not? It does not sit well with me, my friend. I ask you to travel to Lhungobel. If you can find whoever leads these goblins, defeat them and learn what you can of their plans.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
Something horrid has taken hold of my kinfolk. I do not recognize them anymore. A few of my companions and I resolved to strike out on our own after Skorgrim departed Eredlune, but it wasn't long before our kinsfolk sent the goblins after us. It was Gloomer, a wicked champion of my people, who issued that order, but it matters not. The goblins pursued us across the Lune to Lhungobel, and I only narrowly escaped. The goblins have my companions. It won't be long before they drag them back to Gloomer, and the others still loyal to Skorgrim. Won't you help me? Okay. Have I picked up everything here? I think so. Alright, heading off to Lhungobel.
Dear me,
I
what do you
didn't
want?
think I didn't think anyone would come this far north to rescue me. The goblins ambushed me and took my backpack. Didn't think it would be very smart to try fighting back, so here I am.
Mercy me!
I
Will you
can
hear me out?
get out just fine once you untie me, but you've got to search for my backpack. It has my lucky four-leaf clover. As long as I have my clover, everything will be fine. The goblins dragged my backpack off to who knows where, though I suspect they didn't take it very far. I'll wait for you outside the ruins. There's the backpack. I still need to find some signs. Go up here. Inspect the banner. A harsh voice rings out from the tower above you. Examine the banner again. Can I just kill him? Yeah. Okay. Reginald is right outside the gates. Let's go talk to him first.
Please, leave me to my sorrow.
Reginald's face falls when he weighs the backpack in his hands. I suppose the goblins weren't very fond of my things. There's just a few spice containers left. Wait, what? Where's my lucky clover? I can't go back without it. That clover was a gift from... He takes several deep, shaky breaths to steady himself. Not much I can do about this, right? Can't comb the entire place for a single clover. This will just be a minor setback in my adventure. Yes, that's it. Why don't you cook a meal back at camp? It's only proper after everything you did. I'll meet you there. I need to take this walk alone. Okay, I am going to use a coin because I do not want to ride all the way back. Perfect.
What do you want?
I hardly know what to say. After all we have done, you owe us nothing, and yet you have lent us your aid. You have my truest thanks, Maloa. My companions and I will trouble the folk of Eredloon ever again. I promise it.
Greetings.
A banner of Angmar? I do not like the sound of that, Maloa. The old kingdom fell long ago, and for good reason. And you say that the goblins' leader spoke of Sarnur? I know of it. It was once a city of the Dour Hands, but it has laid abandoned for many years. If the Dour Hands who still remain loyal to Skorgrim, have taken refuge in its halls, it is possible they still plot against the elves and dwarfs of Eredlune. If it were not for Erfith, I doubt we would have known until it was too late. Perhaps there are still some among his kin who have not lost their sense of honor. I thank you for your aid, Maloa. It seems we shall have to remain vigilant in the days to come.
What can I do for you?
Even though Skorgrims threatened the life of my father, I would not think to seek vengeance upon all the Dour Hands. It is pity they deserve, not my wrath. A darkness has ensnared their people, and it wears the face of their lord of old. For our part, Ethel and I will continue to keep watch on Eredlune. If the Dour Hands have truly returned to Sarnur, I have no doubt that we will call upon you again. I have not forgotten your deeds, after all, and as for the goblins, we will rout them to the very last. You have my thanks, Maloa. It was good to see you once again.
How do you do?
Oh, hello. I collected kindling on the way here, but I tripped and I dropped most of it into the river.
Stay and have some tea.
Well, no use letting that dampen my spirits. I'll just try again. In the meantime, would you mind harvesting some mushrooms in the marsh? I assure you, the ones that grow here are quite safe.
Oh, good day.
Perfect. If you'd like, you can sit with me. It'd be nice to have company as I cook. This reminds me of the time when boars ate all of my food. I'd gotten lost somewhere north of Bree. Reginald began to tell tales of his previous adventures. Time flies by thanks to Reginald's vivid storytelling.
How do you do?
And that's how a few of the big folk helped me out of the deep hole in the middle of nowhere. You should have seen the look on their faces. Ah, there we go. I must say the mushrooms are some of the best I've cooked yet. I hope you'll like them. By the way, thank you for joining me. I used to venture out here with a close friend of mine, the one who gave me that lucky clover. He's no longer around to share in this tradition, but I'm glad you could. Maybe I'm not so unlucky after all. Okay. That concludes today's adventure. Please hit the like and subscribe button to not miss an episode. Thanks for watching.